Hello, hello everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since since we had a stream. I missed Friday because of some personal stuff, and then yesterday I got my COVID booster. So I actually feel pretty shit today after the booster. Just, you know, sore arm, obviously, but I just feel really tired. So I'm not going to use the webcam, and we'll probably only do like only a short stream, probably only just 1 or 2 hours. Probably keep it pretty chill. Hey Sanya, hey Montserrat. So yeah, we'll see. Let me make sure I'm in. Okay, I'm in FC chat. All right, good. So we don't see any spoilers. That's good. That's good. Hey Calornicopicus. Aye. But yes, we have obviously just arrived on the moon, chasing Xenos, who is trying to break the final seal on Zodiark's prison. So, pretty spicy stuff. Let's go. Return. I must return. Why? Oh, hello. I'll be fine, Quiet Kitsune, don't you worry. I'll be fine probably tomorrow. Maybe the next day, I'm not sure. I've had different reactions each time. Like, my first COVID shot was fine, actually. Almost no ill effects at all. The second one was probably the worst one. Where the second one, my arm was quite sore. Pretty similar to this. And then I was just exhausted that day. And I think I slept through that whole day. Like, I came home and I was like, I feel pretty okay. And then I think I fell asleep at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon after that COVID shot. And I just slept the whole night. The whole day, the whole night. And then I was reasonably okay the next day. This time around, I was just a little tired yesterday and kind of medium tired today. So it's kind of weird. It's like a less intense version of the second shot, but like a longer one. Home, I need. I'm very intrigued by what we're going to be finding on this zone. I'm loving the super chill moon music. It reminds me of Amarang. You mustn't touch. In Cerulean halls, find me. Yeah, we should probably check out, you know, the big castle on the moon. That's probably worth checking out. Probably worth seeing what that's about. Don't know about moons in Final Fantasy world, but it's a bit unusual for moons to have castles on them, surely. Your booster gave you full body aches the next day? Oh, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, it seems to affect just everyone a little bit differently. But anyway. What instance am I in? Not sure. 3. Wow, there's 3 instances. Huh. Look at this place. Yo, where are the astrologians at? This is cool. Oh, I need to get Clutkex out as well. Where's my Clutkex? Oh, I should probably eat some food too, so I've got some sort of food buff, huh? There we go, some delicious frumenty. Yum yum. Yum yum. I can add system messages. Yeah, I probably will. It's a good idea, Nifo. Oh, here's Sanya. Hello, Sanya. No steps echo through the looming spire save your own. Nevertheless, sense a presence above. Oh, she's gone. Poof. And poof, she's gone. Holy shit. Poor old Catkex is like, guys, I think I'm hallucinating. I think I'm on the moon and there's castles on the moon. Then Sanya was here and she disappeared. There's ghosts. Catkex is having like a full-on breakdown. Oh, MSQ roulette. Nice, nice. I did some leveling on Sage earlier, so Sage is 83. And we're 84 on Reaper, so I'm gonna get both of them, I think. To 90 around a similar time, which is cool. Yo, look at this. What in the world? Oh shit, dude. Well, that has gotta be Mr. Zodiark. It's gotta be Zodiark. Oh shit. Yeah, look, there's one thing which looks like it's still whole. Shattered, shattered, shattered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, hot diggity dogs. Hello, Watcher. Don't let me distract you. Hey, GG Gamer. Apologies, I've been preoccupied for quite some time and out of practice at conversation. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll have like a full proper day of streaming. Hopefully I'll be back up to speed tomorrow. Ever since the moon was created by Heidelin, I've served as an integral part. I am the Watcher. Wow, she made the whole moon. I am responsible for the prisoner and the devices that hold him fast. Yo. Look at him. Oh, he's got big demon horns. Zodiark himself, a projection of the moon's core. Nani? So, like, though rent asunder by Heidelin, he grows more powerful with every rejoining. 7 there have been. 7 too many.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks, GG Gamer. And yet, for all his servants' machinations, he remains incomplete. The fallen are beyond salvation. No attempt will be made to free Zodiark, not until he is whole once more. But someone has taken action. The shackles that hold him nearly shattered. Six locks to his jail, great and grand. Actually, looks like there's 2 still whole. Gargantuan swords driven deep. Brands to bind Zodiark forevermore. 5 were destroyed by his would-be liberator. One of these I have restored.
So grossly incandescent.
That's why there's 2.
Moon's haunted.
Yes, it is. I strive to mend the remaining 4, but my efforts are being impeded. Okay, good job, Watcher, though. Fixed one already. Holy shit, we only just got there. Good job. Souls sacrificed to summon Zodiark. Their manifestation, consequence of the waning seal. They labor in opposition to my work. They must be expelled for the preservation of all. Oh, GG Gamer, you finished the MSQ over the weekend. Awesome. You couldn't sleep because it was so good. Nice. I'm really looking forward to finishing it. What do we have? We have like 10 days to Christmas Eve, basically. Will we get it done? I think we probably could. Yeah, hopefully. That's why I said I wanted to get on at least for a bit today to make a bit of a stab into it. Get back in the swing. Back in the swing. Maybe we get there before Christmas. Oh, that'd be nice. Christmas present. Oh my god, sir, I'm fucking exhausted. Jesus. If keeping Zodiark in prison is the right thing to do, I'll aid you. I'll only resort to expelling them if all else fails. Yep, I'll aid you. I'll do it. And what's up with frickin' Final Fantasy XIV and using moons as prisons? What is right and good? Ask 1,000 souls, receive 1,000 answers. I offer none. I'm the Watcher and the Jailer. I'm not the judge. I'm also the Taco Man, but I'm not. I'm taking a day off. Know this: Heidelin commands the force of stasis. This moon is the product of such power. So long as Zodiark remains imprisoned in this place, no more sacrifices will be made in his name, nor will those souls rendered up in his name fade into oblivion. Go, meet with these wandering spirits. Do what you think is right. Yo, Montserrat, you did a 52-hour session and still didn't complete MSQ. Okay. Wow. Well, I mean, yeah, if we did 5 hours a day for the next 10 days, that would mean that we wouldn't finish it? Maybe not. 'Cause, yeah, I guess technically we're still only on the level 83 quests. That's nutty. There's so much has happened already. It's nutty. You must confront those lost souls, yes, but you need not expel them by might of arms. A feathered touch, a firm word, simple methods may send them away, faint echoes as they are. Where the strength of sentiment that drives them, however, emotions that do not fade even with the passage of centuries. And make haste, though yet distant, unwelcome guests draw closer. Whee! Bonk. Whee! Bonk. I love that that's like, they actually set that up as the way to get out here. Where? When? How long? Good question. Good question. Any ether currents nearby? 600 north. Okay, so nothing too close to us. Leveling stage through boss just painful? Yeah, I would say so. I just level it in dungeons, dude. It's a lot more fun. Especially for healer. Was it truly so long ago? Oh. Poor spirits. Wow, Calornicopicus, you got a bunch of stuff at 19 crats. We were happy, at peace with the star. We nurtured it, helped it grow, with our will, our creations. And Zodiark looks cool. I'm calling, we are definitely gonna be fighting Zodiark. Zodiark has got to be a trial. He's gotta be. There's no way they wouldn't. There's no way they wouldn't. We were the star's beating heart, its life. Every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished, as did we. Do you remember? As the whisper dies, the final spirit fades. No shadows of times long lost remain around the drowning brand. This is completely normal. Hi. Hello there. An unusually lustrous dog is gazing at you, what seems to be fond anticipation. Okay. This is a complete... It appears to be waiting for you to follow it. Oh my god, this is like follow the dog without being seen. Why is there an unusually lustrous dog on the main? It looks lovely. Yo, is this Minfilia? Is Minfilia a dog now? It kind of looks like Minfilia, doesn't it? With like the braids and the blue eyes and the blonde. Minfilia, are you a dog? Dogphilia? Follow the lustrous dog. Try not to... Oh my god. Have to feed it, take it out for a walk 3 times a day. Oh my goodness. Very lustrous, much dog. Okay, so yeah, hope everyone's having a good day. You know, we're just following a lustrous dog on the surface of the moon, where like the ultimate god of evil is imprisoned just over there. You know, it's completely normal. Completely normal day. Yo, look at him. Oh, he's got nice like tentacles at the bottom. Oh, he looks very nice. Nice cave. Southern Mare Lamentorum. So are like, I wonder if this world actually has any real moons, because like, the frickin' oh my god, my brain is not working. But the Bahamut moon, the Bahamut moon was obviously a fake moon built by the Allagans. It's a prison for Bahamut. Turns out that the moon is a prison for Dalamud. That's the one. That this moon is a prison for Zodiark. Like, holy shit. Alright, I wonder if there's any actual moons. We and the stars were fulfilled, wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why did it have to end? Oh. I'm like, I wonder, did nobody notice the moon? I guess not. Like, everyone frickin'... I guess this moon has always been here, actually, as far as we know. So obviously it wasn't here because Hydaelyn made it to control Zodiark. So it wasn't here during the time of the Ancient Ones. But after the Sundering, after the Ancient Ones, I guess the moon was just always here because Zodiark was chained up in it. So as far as most people know, I guess there always has been this moon. Moons are fake news. I'm just gonna figure, like, no one look up and go like, wait, that there's a moon that wasn't there before. What's that? Final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled, the grief of unexpected partings. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation. As the whispers die, the spirit fades. All is silent and still around the numbing brand. Oh, this might fix the brand, huh? What do you think, lustrous dog? Dogphilia? The lustrous dog is once again staring at you expectantly. Who are you to deny it? Follow, try not to fall behind. Okay. Who are we to deny it indeed? Look at that thing. That thing's freaky. Ooh. Moon beetles. Ooh. Oh my god. Ah. Ah. Why are there bugs on the moon? I thought they frickin' delayed this expansion by a couple of weeks so they could get rid of all the bugs. This is terrible. My joke of the day. Dad joke of the day. Wait, lustrous dog, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Lustrous dog. My dog, when I walk, my dog's a Cocker Spaniel. So he loves going for walks, but he literally spends the whole walk with his nose planted to the ground, just sniffing everything. Like he doesn't even look where he's going. It's literally, he just runs. He's just like running, basically. Nose to the ground. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Piles of leaves. He loves autumn, actually, because when there's piles of leaves all at the sides of the roads and like at the sides of the walls, he's just poof, nose in the leaves all the way. Look at these things. What the fuck are they, man? What the shit? Curious lunar life forms have begun their migration. Loath though you are to put down such pitiful creatures, their spread must be stopped. Ow. I'm sorry, lunar creatures. You guys can spread. I like that I barely arrived. I'm just like, arrived on this moon. I have no idea how this ecosystem works. And I'm like, we must cull the population. They must be purged. Oh, these guys. Oh my god. Luna Tender. Oh my god. Moon Slendermans. Cluckhex is wearing appropriate garb for being on the moon. Oh, that's right. We need to change his garb, don't we? Cluckhex. Let's see if we have anything moon-centric for Cluckhex. Ow! 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 You jerk. Cluckhex is still in the Garlemald glamour. Cluckhex, what do I have for you? Companion? Appearance. What would be good on the moon? Where's Cluckhex? I mean, we could try him in just like flying gear. That could be pretty good. Wild Rose. I mean, the Barding of Light's pretty good too. Or he could be like a wizard on the moon. That could also work. I kind of like the idea of like just a wizard on the moon. So mysterious, Cluckhex. So mysterious. Dog silently regards the shadows, lurks near the brand. Yo, grats, Calornicopicus, summoner 90. Finally big summon. Oh, do you not get the... What? What do you summon when you're below 90? Oh, man. Fuck me. Oh, you summon the edgy. Oh, you summon the little shit ones. Oh, man, you gotta get all the way to 90 to get the big summons? That's rough. Our perfection came crumbling down. Such overwhelming despair. In that moment, we knew the end was nigh. Faintest glimmer of hope remained. We gave our lives that others may live. We gave ourselves to Zodiac. Zodiac, our Lord and Savior. Oh, you have to make them smaller? To forge our world anew. It's that the moon is actually haunted. It's not a meme, it's true. And like, do the big summons, do they do anything substantially different? Or is it just visual and like potency? To live and love again. Just visual. Okay. Become one with the star. Fill earth and heaven with life. Birth paradise where fear is distant memory. Pardon me. Would you be so kind as to step aside? So what, like their default size is just huge and covers your whole screen, you can't see anything? Is that what happens? They're just too big? This one does look a bit more solid. Ah, that unmistakable color. The soul of a Zem. Oh. But not the friend I knew, I think. Nevertheless, you are you. So Emmett Selk meant for you to have it. Oh, the Soul Stone. You seem surprised. Why might that be? Ah, we meet again, Hyphlodeus. Again, I do not believe I've yet had the pleasure. Oh, so he was the really helpful one in Emmett's vision. Oh. Emet created a shade in my likeness. Not only me, but all of Amarat. I very like him. A slave to sentiment, even after an eternity. As you may have guessed, I'm different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrificed to Zodiac. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. Plans and plots for our resurrection, Heidelin's intervention, and Zodiarc's and the Stars' final fate. Then we drifted in a waking dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiarc, or the future of the star. Nevertheless. Hey, Jester Judas. Story's great. In you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe, as Emmet Selk did. Ooh, interesting. Believe in yourself and all will be well. I do find it kind of interesting that it's almost like it's us and the Asians versus Fandaniel and Xenos. That like Fandaniel's just crazy. And he's going against what the Asians would have done. And it's almost now like the Asians are kind of helping us. It's quite funky. Oh. Did that just break? More new arrivals, though. Ah, Fandaniel. That color I know. And another I do not. An unfamiliar but fearsome being. My best friend. Have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I'll ensure the shades hinder you no more. Protect the final brand. Fare you well, my new old friend. Well, okay, well the frickin'... My goodness, that repaired brand did not last long. We're already down to just one again. When they started repairing it, when the girl was like, yeah, the watcher was like, yeah, I fixed one already. I was like, okay, so we're gonna like fix them up, and Xenos has been sent far away. We'll be able to fix the brands before he shows up. It's like, no, I fixed one, and then Xenos almost instantly smashed one. Oh yeah, Calornicocus, the Scholar gear. Yeah, the Scholar artifact gear is really nice, isn't it? Damn, you've played Scholar. You think it feels really good? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard of really anyone playing much Scholar at all, because obviously all the hype around Sage and all of that, or like the Astro rework. Scholar's feeling good though. Cool. Oh, here we go. The Martyr. Something has raised the lustrous dog's hackles. The dog growls, agitated. cry havoc. Let's slip the dog of war. That's you, by the way. Release the hounds. The dog nudges you with its nose. You get the feeling it wants you to hop on. Ride the dog. Okay, I didn't know this is a thing dogs were into. I'll ride Winston later on. Yeah, be like, yeah, Winston, we're going for a walk, but surprise, motherfucker, poor dog's little cocker spaniel might be squished. Oh my, the dog can fly. Of course the dog can fly. Of course the dog can fly. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think Winston can do this. I don't think he can do this. He's really good at playing fetch, but yeah, final brand. I think it was right beside the one that Xenos broke, so this is pretty bad news. They were like right beside each other, if I'm not wrong. Oh shit, he's right there. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lustrous dog, you were too slow.
In the nick of time to savor the crowning triumph.
Well.
Unbound and free at last. Arise, Zodiac!
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh. I mean, that was just a projection of the core, so is he actually down there and he's gonna come up now? Uh-oh.
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus. A creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance.
Uh-oh. Oh, we broke Zodiac by getting rid of Elidibus. Uh-oh.
But powerful. Oh, so powerful. More so with every passing moment. Such potential. Even in this incomplete state. Still the savior who delivered a world from certain doom.
So, here we stand. You know my intent. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno, and dance among the ashes. Or perhaps you would face me here and now. A lesser but welcome amusement. Yes. A taste to whet the appetite.
He's so happy. Reaper duel.
Sorry to spoil the moment, but might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief. Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
Is he gonna jump in? Yeah. Oh, he is. Oh. Okay. What? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that don't look good. That don't look so good. Xenos definitely looked surprised. He was not expecting that. So I'm guessing Fandaniel has merged. Uh-oh. We are the savior. Uh-oh. We are the guardian, the keeper of natural order. We are the martyr, the bestower of new beginnings. Oh, it's all the Asians. We are... Oh gosh.
Such lofty aspirations. And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction.
It cannot end this way. Must return, be made whole. We are the will of the star, now and forever. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh my goodness. For the greater good, for the sake of the world. I guess these are all the ones that sacrificed.
Wrong. Lies and delusion.
Yeah, I guess this is the half of the world that were sacrificed for Zodiac.
You will be silent. Silent as the grave.
I like that mask. That's a cool mask. No more, we beg of you. The star must endure. Yeah, he's a bit like the Joker. He reminds me of like Zelda villains as well, Fandaniel. The crazy laugh. I don't know. Feels like some Zelda villains. Oh.
Believe and walk in faith. Let the light of your soul shine for all to see.
Familiar stranger. Oh!
Not quite the outcome you'd imagined, but a fitting one nonetheless. Don't you think so, Hades?
Oh!
All I craved and more.
Oh!
Boundless power. Mine to command. I had intended to pit my fractured divinity against Xenos. But a more tempting option presents itself.
Oh, shit.
The greatest obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
Holy shit, the first trial is legit fucking Zodiac? No, oh my god, dude. Okay. Yeah, so the expansion ends at level 84, you know. Oh, the dark inside. Wow, yeah, this is the end of the expansion, clearly. Like, yeah, this is the end. Yep, definitely. Oh, you guys want to join? Of course, of course. Anyone wants to join, you are welcome to join. Oh my god. I love as well that it's like whip out the Azem stone and start summoning everyone. Saki. Who's missing? Beru didn't get an invite. There we go. All right. Ambrosia, welcome in. Rosa. Holy crap. Oh my god, this is insane right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more, and we can min-eye level no echo this bad boy. If anyone, we need a tank, it looks like. I love the music. Yeah. Hang on, let's leave this blinding light for a second. Ooh. Dude, I can't believe we're fucking just fighting Zodiark right now. Oh, we already have no echo. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, because it's a current trial. Okay, so we don't need to change anything then. Look at Zodiark's seals. Seals. Hey, bro. Look, he's friendly. Oh! He's nice. I'm like, look. Oh, he's gone. Guys, we did it. We did it, guys. Through using my camera powers, Zodiark is gone. We defeated Zodiark. He's back. Oh, he's back. Look at his seal. These things. Oh, look at that. Yeah. So it looks like he's missing limbs, doesn't it? It looks like he's supposed to have multiple arms, but they're like blocked off. What's happened to his butt? He's missing a chunk there too. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, he isn't whole yet. Yeah, with the rejoinings. Yeah, I was just kind of looking. I was like, wow, I wonder if you counted them. Would it be like that he's got 7 things missing? I wonder if he's got 7 things missing. Where's the expansion going to go, right? Yeah, I mean, right now, I would guess that... I guess we'll go in with just a group. We'll try find a tank. My guess right now... Imagine being the shard that's a bit of Zodiark's butt. Yeah, our bit of Zodiark is the butt. Yeah. He's missing 6, and the source is his body. Okay, he's missing 6 pieces. Shit. My only guess of where the expansion could go is I can only assume that Xenos will... I assume that we beat Zodiark, and that Xenos will then consume Zodiark, and then we'll have Super Zodiark Xenos to be the final boss. This is my guess right now, but we will see how it goes. Zodiark's shackles have finally been broken, bringing his millennia-long imprisonment to an end. This premature awakening is the work of Fandaniel, who has cast aside his duty as an Ascian to turn the god of darkness against the very star he was created to protect. With Zodiark's unfathomable power at his disposal, Fandaniel has selected his first victim, the Warrior of Light, who has ever been a thorn in the Ascian side. Alright, let's go, guys. Let's see if we can find a tank. Did Yoshi P send me another email? Yep, he sure did. Sure did. Yo, let's do it. Sea of Stars, the dark inside. Eternal Darkness, Zodiark. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Establishing connection. All creation shall bend to my will.
Oh shit.
The end has come.
Let's go.
And it will be beautiful.
Coquitos. Ow! Well, that hurts.
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Is that gonna shoot a laser out? Is that what that's gonna do? Yeah, it's definitely shooting a laser. I should have gone forwards. I've lost DPS up time. Anya. Okay. if I want to be close to this one, right? Oh no, it's a different one. Okay. So one of them does close, one of them does like a circle. Nice.
Malice, become flesh!
Put my dot back on. Here we go. Whoops. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. We're only one thing off anyway, not the worst. Oops, wrong one again. My brain is not working at all today. I'm trying my best though. I'm trying, team. Brain no working, but I'm trying. Okay, so he's got lime text. A Python concept is brought into creation. Okay.
Will you live to see the
Dicks. Ooh. Oh, what is this? This is like some sort of funky stack thing. Okay. Ow. That's all I can say to that. Ow. It's got behemoths. Esotoikeros. Okay. Everyone's running over here.
So grossly
Redneck!
incandescent.
Hello!
Good day to all, smile.
Good day, sir. Good day to you, sir.
Soon my hold of a zodiac shall be complete!
That's not good. Oops, wrong button.
Mine, all
Complete control. That sounds good. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, here we go. Oh, hello. Yo, look at him. Yeah, you can see the bits are missing.
last, I am become Zodiac.
Listen his belly. Yo, look at him. Look at him. Oh my god.
The natural order overturned.
Astral flow? What's this gonna do? Oh, this sounds bad. It's like,
All in existence.
what the shit is going on? What the shit? Okay. You just turn the platform. Okay. Oh, so it's like don't get put in the explosion.
My life's work. My masterpiece.
Adikia. Triple esoteric ray. Okay. And we move to the side. Alright, that's straightforward though.
I've waited for this day.
Alegdon. Ooh. I dodged. Astral flow. Okay. So we want to go over here?
All in existence. Bent to
I
my
think.
will.
Oh, crap a doodahs. He got me. He got. He got me good.
Cataclysm. Faithfully recreated.
He got me good. Astral eclipse. That sounds kind of bad, doesn't it? Astral eclipse.
From broken skies fall
What is
tears
this?
of flame.
Okay.
All shall bow.
So there's star patterns. I wonder if that's part of it. What's it gonna do? Oh shit. Ow. Okay, and then this last one, we want to get to the middle. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I see that. That's cool.
Will you
That's actually cool.
live to see the end?
I feel useful with my Crest of Borrowed thingy here. Kind of nice. Providing some extra healing as a Reaper. Pretty cool. Coquitos. Do I remember what this one is? Just damage. Okay. Oh, it puts everyone really low. Behemoths, they explode. Okay, so we should be totally safe actually here. It's fine. He turns the platform, so turn this corner right here. Yep. Easy. Look at us being pro. Oh my goodness. I've got 2 badges of honor, mind you. 2 badges of honor. Ouchies. That wasn't even close. I can't remember if this is one where you go far or come near. It's a go far one. Yeah, it's a go far one. Whew. Okay. Trimorphos S. Okay. Who knows what that is? It's gonna do 1, 2, 3, I guess. Oh, hello. Okay, so we should be actually fine in this corner. Unless he spins the platform. Yeah, we're good. Easy. They actually did different shapes than I thought. I guess it's based off of whatever rune it makes. Oh crap, I forgot about my dot. Oops. Okay, it's gonna spin the platform. Which means that being on this side should be fine, no? I think being on this side is not like anywhere.
All in existence, bent to my will.
Yeah, there we go. Easy. Cool. Look at us being professional platform spinners.
Will you live to see the end?
Esco Turkey Triple Esco Turkey raise. Oh shit, this looks kind of bad, doesn't it? Okay, then we get into the middle, isn't it? Are you gonna have any more? No. I'm gonna go do damage. I'm gonna go do damage. It's doing another triple Escotarios. Nailed it. Nailed it. Whew. That was spicy, team.
Will you live to see the
Sticks
end?
again. Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. He's doing Algadon. Who the fuck knows what that is? Okay, discovering that chunk of the platform. Cool. Divination. No, that's horoscope. Never mind. That's horoscope Helios. So it's gonna turn. So we want to be here. Yeah, here. That's right. Good job, team.
All in existence, bent to my
I can imagine this mechanic is gonna be real tough on extreme. You could imagine they do some real nasty things with that.
Will you live to see the end?
Press to borrow time. Let's pop that on. Maybe I should actually delay putting it on so it gets the group heal a little bit later. Maybe that's the way to do it. Oh, someone else is broken. I should have done this right. Oh, nice Reaper break though. Very cool. Boom. We got him, team. We got him. Whew.
Is this the limit of your power?
Whew.
Is this how it ends?
So have we beaten Endwalker? This is it, right? We beat him. Just have a little fight with Xenos. Just wrap him up and easy. GG. 4 zones expansion. Simple. No victory screen? Yo. Oh, a little sort of a victory screen. Okay, let's take a picture. Hang on. Commentate Zagula. Zagula G Pose. Congrats on beating the game. Thank you. Thank you. Am I looking the wrong way? I am. We're all confused as to where we're looking. Looking over here, apparently. Look at me doing Reaper stuff. Oh my god. Hang on. Holy shit. I'm good at pictures. I like that Amlia's looking the right way. Everyone else is oh, Beru is too. And then a lot of the rest of us, including me, are very confused. You know what? This is perfect. This is let's put on the... You know what? I'm tired. My brain doesn't work. Frosted glass, no. Oh, God. This is hard. This is hard. Freaking cinema. Beautiful. You know what? Beautiful. There we go. Easy. Hang on. I want to... Okay. You know, sneaky strategy, guys. Sneaky strategy is because I've got the mouse, the gaming mouse, that you can do like the infinite scroll wheel. So I just infinite scroll wheel out to turn off the spell effects. I'm so bad at group pose. I suck so much. Oh dear lord. He's also doing a G pose. I like that this guy's just joined in with us. He doesn't know. There we go. Oh shit! I frickin' did it. Turn off battle effects. How's that? For everyone? I like that some of the battle effects still happen. I kind of want to get us doing cool Reaper stuff. Hang on. Yo, nice Reaper gear, by the way. Kind of works. Kind of. Not really. Oh, crap. Hang on. Matt, you could go through one by one. You know what? Fuck it. You could go through one by one and get everyone in the good pose, but this will do. That was super good. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Kiki Bug. Congrats on beating the CD1 boss. Yeah, please insert game disc 2. Pretty much. Oh, there he is. Well done. My preparations are complete. I stand ready to seal Zodiark once more. Huh. Withdraw now from this place. The teleporter will deliver you to safety. Yo, the other tank in our group probably got 7 commendations.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match.
Oh. Oh, poor
Once
Zodiark.
again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory.
What? Nani?
From the first, all I wanted
What?
was for you to kill Zodiac.
What?
Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. It would have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire.
Oh. Oh shit, if Zodiark is dead, does this mean the end of days will happen again? Is that what it is?
Mark the beginning of the end.
Oh shit.
Coming
Oh.
final day.
Oh, is that what he's trying to do? Oh shit. Okay guys, I think we're gonna need to resummon Zodiark. It actually turns out he's kind of important. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this.
Ah!
I
Ree,
close
go away.
my eyes
Ree.
and
I was
slip
trying to close stuff down because
into the
encoding was
dreamless
overloaded.
slumber.
There we go.
A tired song and dance.
Not now, Raid Shadow Legends, exactly.
Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left
Oh, look.
unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee.
Yo, I wish they sponsored this fight. That'd be great.
The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see.
New Posho, you brought muffins.
Final
Nice.
chance then for Heidelin and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I snare. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Sunday.
So that's him in his Amon form, or Amon form.
I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
Oh my. Ooh. That's actually really pretty. Kakak is like, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Oh, yep.
At last.
What? Who's this? What? Deep breaths, slow and steady. Yo, is that the world being fucked? Did we have a vision of the world being eaten? Yeah, we did. But it's not. It was a vision. Who is that? Is it like Heidelin? Is Heidelin super evil? What? You saw it too, yes? The blue star below thrown into turmoil. And it was no illusion, all was truth. With the death of Zodiarch, the laws of nature over which he presided have begun to unravel. The final days are upon us. What you witnessed was an omen granted by the Echo. Oh my god. A vision of the horrors to come. Oh my god, thank you so much, Fredneck Teddy, for gifting 10 subs!
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Time grows short. Gonna hear a lot of sub notifications during this cutscene. Happy holidays. Thank you, Fredneck.
I could be so grossly incandescent.
And welcome everyone. Yo, wait. Oh, what's happening? Oh, is this Xenos? Oh. Oh.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
It's actually quite appropriate to him showing up. Yo, look at Xenos.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Dude, look at him.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
I'll find no fulfillment to the contest with you this day.
Let's pause this for a second. Just make sure all that stuff's run its course. Is that...
If only
nope.
I could
Okay.
be so grossly incandescent.
Still coming anyway. Janifab, Bizlab, Marcelones, Karsten, Dark Crystal, Zidana, Draco Devil, Sak Decim
If only I could be so grossly
Not sure if I said that.
incandescent.
Probably got that wrong. Nifo and boy from NA Shkel from Nashkel. Boy from Nashkel. Okay.
If
cool.
only I could be so
Cool.
grossly
Welcome
incandescent.
everyone. Welcome to the 10 new subs. Just in time for Zodiark Xenos to... I don't know what he's gonna do. Oh my god.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Alright, we are all grossly incandescent and we're ready to go. I need to be a good streamer and figure out a way how to mute the sounds of them but let them visuals play. Alright, let's go. Oh. Ooh, and he's back to Xenos form. Okay, okay.
Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Xenos. He's really sad now.
I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
Hey Naomi, but like, oh shit. Oh my god, look, the bots, they keep changing their thing, guys. Oh my god, they keep having different things they can say. Oh man. So is like Xenos really gonna come out? Oh my god, where is this expansion going? It's like Xenos just like, oh, okay, well that whole Zodiark thing was actually really disappointing. He's like, man, that was disappointing. Right, well I guess I'll leave you to it then. Gotta go. Alright, see you, Calornicopicus. Man, where is this going? Is Xenos just gonna be like, well, you know what? That wasn't what I envisioned. I guess I'll peace out. Good luck. I'll see you. What? Hope will win the day. Is he just gonna go? Is he just like, man, I'm bummed out? I know that feeling like you've been working on something and then it doesn't work out in the end. You're like, man, that was a disappointment.
We shall see.
I'm just gonna let him go. He's just gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Let's just leave on friendly terms. What? Oh my god. He's like, oh, you don't want to fight me. You're too busy doing this final days thing. Jeez. Yo, maybe he'll join us. Yo, maybe Xenos could be a scion. Look at this. What was that? Oh, he's just like, all right. What? We don't even look. Yeah, cool kids don't look at explosions, right? Yeah, well, I'm gonna look. Yeah, where is it go? Oh, what? What is going on? Oh shit! Look at the world. I don't know if that's maybe just the weather effects. Uh-oh. Whoa. I sense his presence on the moon no longer. If you need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you. Of Zodiark and the end of all things. Damn, man. Yeah, okay. What the shit is going on? Oh my god. So this is not what I thought would happen. Like I said, I was really expecting that, like, yeah, that Xenos would, like, suck up Zodiark and we'd be, like, building up to a big fight with Xenos. But he's just like, oh. Nah, this isn't what I'm in for. Shit, alright. Back to the drawing board, gang. And he's just out. He just walks out. He's just like, yep, nah, fuck that. I'm out. See ya. Man, like, I don't even know if he's gonna... I'm sure he'll come back. I'm sure. Yeah, end of Endwalker. We did it. We beat it. Endwalker. That's right. We did it. Okay, what the heck is going on? Phrygian weapon coffer. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I've more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Heidelin have grown infrequent, I've learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. As luck would have it, they've already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Oh. Yeah, so hey guys, hey, how are you all doing? Yeah, so, you know the way that Zodiark was summoned to stop the end times, right? Yeah. So, I kind of killed him, and now I think the end times are gonna happen. Yeah. Like, had you guys thought about this? You guys probably knew. You were like, oh shit, if we kill Zodiark, it probably would bring about the end times. I feel like such an idiot. It didn't click with me until we'd actually beaten him. And then I was like, wait a second. Hey friends. Pillar of Industry. Hello. Yo, can you repair my gear? Yo, thanks. That's true, actually, Fredneck. Yeah, we didn't kill him. We just defeated him, but he was alive, and then Fandaniel killed himself. That is true. That is true. And actually, Fandaniel probably figured that Xenos would kill himself. Actually, that was probably his plan, right? Because when we beat Xenos back in Stormblood, Xenos went, oh shit, well, I'm defeated, and then he killed himself. He cut his own neck. So Fandaniel probably figured that, hey, if Xenos got control of Zodiark, he'd probably do the same thing. If he lost, he'd probably kill himself. Interesting. Dare I ask what happened before we arrived? You know. May we presume this being is a native of the moon? Yeah, sure. Yes, they are indeed the three I sensed. What the hell's gonna go on now? Like, is this the moon zone basically done? I guess it must be. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit of Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alphino and Alice, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. Yeah. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He's not unlike the shades of Amarat. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin, together with this place. It has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark, or rather it was my duty. Yeah, true, we weaken Zodiark as well by killing Elidibus. That's true. That is true. Then Zodiark is no more? Apparently. Just like that. Not without consequence, I am afraid, for now the delicate weave of the star preserved by his presence will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Oh, don't you cut off... Oh my god, no, oh my god. Are you alright? Don't you snap out, oh. My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. Well, come on, spit out what we need then. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I'll share with you all I can. Dude, come on. Come on, bro. You're kidding me. Please do. Need not exert yourself on her. Come on. Like, who is like, here is the crucial information to stop the end times. Like the literal destruction of everything and everyone. I know what to do. But lads, could I have a quick nap first? I'm feeling a bit tired. Could I have a nap? It's not like, you know, the end times are important. If I just catch some 40 weight, you know, I'm not going to tell you any information, not even a hint. Not even the basics, you know? I could take 3 seconds to give you, like, you know, bullet points. Oh my god, dude, bro. These crystals contain records of your time here. Maybe peruse them while we wait. By all means, if you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floors? I shall leave that to you, Catkex. Well, I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. Like, I swear to God, if we go to find this guy, and he's just not there, if he's just gone, I swear to God. Like, if he just vanishes, I'd be so pissed. Is he gonna sleep in his chair? Yeah, he is. He's not even sleeping, he's just sitting down. Moment longer, Fred. He's just sitting. Oh my god. Okay. Can I mount up? Oh, I can. That's probably faster than sprinting. Whee. Whee. Dimly glowing crystal. Okay. Okay, I need some Lord Dup's stat to figure out what the heck's going on. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. Ooh, pretty cool. And so just like days and days and days. I mean, like, yeah, I guess the Watcher's been here since the Sundering. I don't know how long that's been. Centuries, I guess. Dost thou suppose our host hath maintained his solitary vigil since the very beginning, without rest or relief? If so, these records comprise the sum total of his existence. Must needs handle them with care. That's actually a good point. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. Records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly. Is Heidelin gonna get, like, superpowered now, though, that Zodiark's gone and she can, like, recharge? Zodiark defeated. While he may have been in an incomplete state, that's nevertheless an impressive feat. Even if you hadn't, his demise was inevitable. Van Daniel would have seen to it one way or another. That said, he probably would have wielded Zodiark's power to wreak untold destruction before taking his own life, making this the better of two unfavorable outcomes. I mean, that's very true. Thancred has a good point, that if we hadn't stopped them, Van Daniel, you know, he'd summoned the towers. He'd been building up the power to break Zodiark free. Like, he was going to do it anyway. It was either we stopped Van Daniel and Xenos way earlier, which we weren't able to do. But yeah, as soon as he got that power, yeah, he would have destroyed like half the world as Zodiark and then killed himself. So, yeah. Oh boy. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiark broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporrits, though it's not clear who or what they are. Okay. I wonder if, yeah, I guess like Labyrinthos is going to tie into this as well, right? And the forum. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It's clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiark from its prison, yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiark so long as he remains imprisoned. Interesting, alright, yeah. Yeah, so I guess the Ascians, in theory, probably could have broken Zodiark free at nearly any point, but they needed to rejoin him first so he wasn't sundered. Interesting. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus. This cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiark and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world. Aetheris. Yo, I think that's the first time we've heard that name. Aetheris. Huh. Oh. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. Yeah, like earthquakes and keening, right? We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where next the corruption would manifest. Ooh. Cool. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. People, maybe? Those of a celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Where would I expect you to be? Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Huh. Okay. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation. Their aim was never to unmake him. Whoops! Oh boy. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need to remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so, rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself, and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him to this place. Ooh. I could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness. Perhaps she did, but as with all beings, intent is not always in accord with spoken word. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiark was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Aetheris' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Okay. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetheris and her history. So it seems like Hydaelyn actually is pretty good. Like Zodiark, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past. Still don't trust her? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trusting her a bit more. Like, her motivations seem a bit more clear-cut now.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
True, that's true.
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your word. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question.
I mean, basically, the thing that's just worrying me is the fact that we heard, it sounded like a female voice as the planet was destroyed, right? And Hydaelyn was like represented as female as well. And now we also know that at the end of days, these final days, that it was where like there was stagnancy in the ether. And that's Hydaelyn's power. Her power is like stasis and stagnancy because she's the opposite of Zodiark. So that's just the worry, right? Is that she could be, I don't know. Was it like that Hydaelyn was trying to like destroy the world somehow? But she probably didn't exist until she was summoned. So I don't know. But she could be quite intricately linked with whatever this thing is. Like maybe she's just like a part of, I don't even know. Let's just go. I don't even know.
Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
Like, I feel like we are supposed to trust her. I feel like we're just being I'm being super skeptical. The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's like everything will be destroyed, right? Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. Ah, it is ready. The tacos I put in the oven. This way, if you'd be so kind. I'm sure you're hungry. Yes, big fat tacos. Big fat tacos. Big fat tacos. Ah. What is that thing? A beautiful sight, is it not? It's really difficult to make tacos on the moon, you know. We need some pretty fancy
Yes,
equipment.
but what is it?
Heidelin knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst, and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. Nice. Good work, Heidelin. Okay. Okay, good work, Heidelin. Alright. I take everything bad I said about you back. The moon is more than a prison. It's a vessel capable of bearing the people of Aetheris to safe harbor? Nani? Oh. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. Yo, so the moon is a spaceship? And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. Dude. I wonder if that's what the Forum is up to. I wonder if is it the Forum? And that's why they've been gathering stuff. Is that what it is? Ho ho ho! That might be what it is. The Forum, they like, you know, in case Zodiark's ever destroyed, in case it ever goes wrong, we need to be ready so we can fly the moon spaceship away with all of the stuff we've been gathering in Labyrinthos and save everyone. Ha. But dude, we'd be like, we wouldn't be able to go back to Limsa and stuff. What about my house? My player housing? Okay. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. As Heidelin created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. Argos also is, you know, like a... Do you guys have Argos in your countries? In my country, Argos is like, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a shop. It's kind of like Amazon, but in person. It's kind of like a Amazon you actually go to physically. It's his nature to appear when needed, yet he is nowhere to be seen. Strange. Maybe the imbalancing of ether has affected him. Let's make for the crushing brand and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before. You will find your way. If he labors in service to Heidelin's plan, I see no reason not to do as she suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand then? Yeah, Argos. Yeah, the old Argos catalog. Yeah, it was like you have like this huge catalog of all the different things you could buy, and they give out these huge catalogs for free, and you go through it, and I've got to remember the way through. Oh fuck me, this is gonna be hard. I think there was like a path like here somewhere. Yeah, and you go in and you order from the catalog, and they've got like a big warehouse that they take stuff out of. Best ways burrow. Okay. That's how you'd write your Christmas list when you were a kid? Nice. Yeah, I remember it was such a hype thing, because like back then, you know, when we were kids, not sure what age you are, Dan, but when I was a kid, yeah, there was like, we didn't have the internet when I was a kid. So like the Argos catalog was a huge deal. It was so exciting. It's a little less relevant nowadays that obviously there's Amazon and internet, and you know, you can just order stuff online and get it delivered super quick and cheap relatively. And yeah, things have changed a lot, but yeah, so this is probably this other place. This girl's doing the same thing as me. Can I jump across there? No, I think we gotta go the whole way around. Looks like it. Oh, it's a race. Let's go. Me versus what's his face? We need to skirt. Want to get close to Slenderman, but not too close. Ha! Beat you. He's going somewhere else entirely. Never mind. With a little preparation, might be possible to traverse the gap on foot. Then again, it would be a long, long way down if one should slip. Perhaps another time. So close, yet so far. Does not the harsh terrain remind you of somewhere we've been before? The Dravanian Forelands, aye. A place that rejects the intrusion of outsiders, where solitude reigns supreme. At the very least, it sounds suitable for Zodiark's prison. Hey, Gizwain. Yes, we've reached the moon. We've fought Zodiark. We've killed Zodiark. Naught could prepare me for the boundless beauty of Aetheris, shining, shimmering amidst a sea of stars. A blue sapphire, but one of countless other jewels brimming with life, no doubt. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophoskrat. Chlorophoskrat. So it could be like a grotto with chlorophyll, so like a, basically like a biome, you know, like a biosphere, that sort of thing, I'm guessing from the name. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. Be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. How do I like the Freaky Friday quest? Oh, is that the one where, you mean the one where we were the soldier? And Xenos was us? Hang on, I can mount up here. Yeah, it was very cool. Yeah, I liked that one a lot. Hello, Weeper. God, these enemies are creepy. Yo, look at this place. Yeah, so it is like a grotto with like plants and stuff. Creepy enemies. The god of Zodiark's prison, eh? Blood-red eyes, slavering maw, built like a behemoth, I'd imagine. Let's hope he's friendly. Oh my god. This is what he thinks Argos is gonna be? Grotto of colored light, huh? His entire cave is thrumming with ambient ether. Alas, any further analysis will have to wait. But yeah, I thought that quest was excellent. The only thing I didn't like about the body swap quest, the Freaky Friday quest, was the invisible walls. But apart from that, I thought it was extremely good. It's obviously very scary, like what the hell was Xenos gonna do? Did I find Dogecoin in the moon? Yeah. Curious. This place doth call to mind Pla Any, home of the Namu. Interesting you say that. Oh, this guy's fishing. He's fishing in the moon gunk. Okay. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongoi draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Would you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoi along? I fucking love spongoi. Thank you for asking. Okay, brace yourself, Thancred, for a horrible monster. Here we go. Hope you're ready, Thancred. Dogphilia. Argus manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Heideland's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he's even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you, it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... Oh my god. One for everyone. Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we're all ready. Yo, I wonder, is Argos going to be a mount? An MSQ mount? Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. I'm guessing we might unlock Argos here as a mount. Do I want the no, I don't want the answer. I would like to figure it out myself, but I'm just wondering to myself. Seems like the sort of thing that might happen. Yeah. Everyone gets a doggo. Yeah. Usually what I'm doing, I usually try to ask questions of myself, like on stream, and explain my own thought process, so you can follow along. But I also do like getting tips and stuff from chat and advice, especially like when I'm fucking something up. It's always nice to have chat be like, no, this is how it works. Oh my god, it's an army of sparkly dogs. Yo, Thancred, tell me though, does this dog not remind you of Minfilia? Like, seriously. If they put this dog in place of Minfilia and some of those, you know, like, Realm Reborn cutscenes, you probably wouldn't notice. You got it, Thancred. Are you here with me? I was expecting something a little more intimidating, unless man's best friend. Okay, Thancred has not picked up on the Minfilia qualities of this dog. Okay. To whom wouldst Hydaelyn entrust the command of so grand a vessel, I wonder? Dalamud has long been described as the loyal hound of Menfina due to its relation to the Greater Moon. It seems highly improbable, if not impossible, for ancient peoples to have known of Argos. Now I wonder whether there is some connection. What did you say? To whom? To Minfilia. To Minfilia. It's gotta be. Your destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness, but climb onto Argos's back and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Okay. So it's obviously not the Forum that are the crew, but I'm betting the Forum ties into this though still. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways. But know I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Alright. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side. Perhaps it'd be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, whilst Thancred and Urianger wait here. Sure. Whee! Oh, wrong button. This button. Ooh. Oh shit, there's gonna... A malefic ether yet permeates from the crater. Remnants of Zodiark, most like. Woo! Camera. Oh my god. Just a little further. Ooh, look at this down here. Hello. Look at this. But I mean, guys, do you guys not think this dog looks a bit like Minfilia? Like with the blonde hair and the braids and the blue eyes? It definitely looks like that. This structure is enormous, though that's hardly surprising given the size of the average Amaratine. Apologies for the wait. Well, you guys did not wait long at all. Okay. Right then, let's head inside and... Oh. Most intriguing. A means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argus. We'll take things from here. If Argus is to remain without, let's not keep him waiting over long. Aw, I would have brought him with us. Take him for a walk. He'd love to explore. Yeah, the top. Argus is just gazes deep into your eyes and slowly whispers, "Pray return to the waking sands." No! It's Pitpa, it's her. Oh gosh. Wait, why is Argos calling me in my link pearl? Yo, look at this. Dude. My dog's woofing in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear. He's woofing. I think he's inside the house woofing. Yo. Yo. Okay, there's like little houses. There's a big old ether crystal there. Teleport crystal with a person on a motorbike. Look at this. Its scale is reminiscent of Amarot, or rather, the replica we visited on the first. Argos has been around for longer. I'm saying Minfilia looks like... Okay, that's actually true. I guess Minfilia does look like... Maybe Minfilia copied Argos. She was like, that dog's got style. Let me braid my hair like that. Truly a marvel beyond description. I can describe it. Look, watch this. Big. Big. How's that? Description successful, if you ask me. Heidelin has a type. Yeah, pretty much. Heidelin definitely has a type. I like people and or animals with long, blonde, braided hair and blue eyes. Fair.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
They're weird looking houses. Oh. Spaceman. No, no. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. What? No. Oh no. What? Why are there... Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course. Okay, okay. This is the most frickin' Final Fantasy thing ever. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. They're like rabbit Lalafels. An army of rabbit Lalafels. Oh boy. What the shit is going on? Oh my god. Vieirafels? Yeah. It's when a Vieira and a Lalafell. This is what happens when a Vieira and a Lalafell fall in love.
This 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose. To bear the people of Aetheris to safety. Our time has come, my friends.
Suddenly the end times don't seem so dark and depressing anymore.
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate, and don't forget to relay our signal to Aetheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Oh my god. The fucking faces!
Is a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Oh my god, that's the definition of shell shock. Shell shock right there. That man is shook. He is shook. Oh jeez. Given the present crisis, oh boy, look at them go. We're on the move now. Wait for me, I beg you. Given the present crisis, Heidelin doubtless sought to facilitate cooperation betwixt pilot and passenger. Indeed, 'twould require a heart as hard as a diamond to raise one's voice in anger to beings possessed of such profound saccharinity. Saccharin is like sweet, isn't it? I think it's sweetness. Oh, this is a Final Fantasy IV reference, really? Ah. Is this where no. Okay, so, yeah. Two things, Flourishy. Is this where I expected to be after killing Zodiark an hour ago? No. No, I certainly didn't expect that we were going to defeat Zodiark at level... Oh, God! Oh, shit! No invisible wall there. Well, hang on. Let me go back up. I did not expect to beat Zodiark at level 84. And then I certainly, after that, did not expect to be in a spaceship crewed by rabbits. Whistle while you work, friends. My legs, they're so stiff. Look at them go. I can't go on. Leave me. Oh. I find Ariage's reasoning somewhat flimsy. The crew seems amicable enough. A hairy situation. Thancred's dumbfounded expression suggests he's still struggling to comprehend the spectacle he's just witnessed. They must be the Loporits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected. The Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on, let's be about it. Oh, this is hilarious. There was a tribe of moon rabbits named Hummingways. Ah, okay, in Final Fantasy IV, who hummed all the time. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Let's crack open this armor coffer, I guess. Oh, I got a Zodiark card. Yo. Bismuth War Scythe? What's that? Pretty much as good as my current one. Yeah, it looks kind of cool, alright. It's also a chainsaw scythe. Okay, cool. Got some random stuff here too. What's this? Out of Darkness card? Have it already. Yeah, what's this, where's my Zodiark card? That's Midgar Somer. The Daphne. Someone. Ah, Tsukiyomi. Cool. Huh? Alpha No Alize. Ah, Reen card. Zodiark. 5AA3. Eldest and most powerful of all primals, created by the ancients for all the final days. Zodiark succeeded in his task of restoring balance to the star, prevented the devastation which so many feared. Sundered by Hydaelyn's hand, he was never to reclaim his full and unbroken might. Oh man, I feel kind of bad for poor Zodiark. Yeah, I can't believe that frickin' hell Zodiark is defeated so early in the expansion. It's a huge twist. Absolutely huge twist. The Loporits all appear to have set about their tasks. Whither is their leader, I wonder? Will the Ethernet work, I wonder? I really love that. That's really cool. Chocobo armor with all the weapons. That's a really badass one. That one's pretty nice too. Yeah, we're tuned to the Aetheryte. Oh my god. Oh my. Hello. I'm thinking of spending a night outside Bestways Burrows. I'm not sure what I'll need to take with me. Aside from a tent, I suppose. They don't seem to care that I've just showed up here. They're cool with it, I guess. Saw all the fun the traders on Aetheris were getting up to. I thought to myself, hey, I could do that. So here I am, eagerly awaiting your patronage and bicolor gemstones. Okay. Of course we do. Let's do this MSQ so that the rabbits actually... Oh, there's an ether current. How do we get up there, though? Oh, maybe I can run along here? Let's maybe not do it now. Will we do it now? No. No, we could. Yeah, let's do it now. They made a spoiler-proof expansion, so they told you someone told you the plot. No one would believe you. That's true. Yeah, no one would believe you. Yeah, so, you know, you'll beat Zodiark, and then you'll be in a spaceship piloted by rabbits. You know, it's all totally normal stuff. Like, yeah. Pull the other leg. Go on. Oh, that's a Final Fantasy IV little sound bit. The leader of the crew, not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Aetheris. That's a promise. Like, surely we saved the world, though. Surely. I'm curious where this is gonna go. Such a fascinating apparatus, though it's hard to believe it could house so many crew members. Even so, there's nothing else here to suggest other types of accommodation. I wanted to look at the ether currents here. Oh, geez, there's actually tons. Bloody hell. There's absolutely tons of ether currents. Huh. I guess there could be more side areas. Yeah, Greatest Endsvale. The Caratorium. Oh my god, the Caratorium. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Lam, lam, lam. Leader, no. Sleeping Way, my job is... perhaps I better ask. Guiding Way. So all their names are Way. I wonder if it's a reference like Ernest Hemingway, like Great Explorer and all that. Probably. Camping Way. Dumbledore dies in the Caratorium. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Recording Way. What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Leader? Yes, look no further. I am the one you seek. Well, well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children? What must their parents be thinking? Oh, they don't. She's expecting Amaratine people. This isn't a nursery after all. Perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. Needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. Oh, goodness me. We shouldn't be standing around gawping. Must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back towards the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. It's a reference to Naming Way, a recurring character in the old games so that you change your character's names. Okay. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's a large glowing ball at the center, should you find yourself lost. Right, go to the big glowy ball. Gotcha. I'll gather the others and meet you there. I was in the OG SNES games. Oh. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. It's very relaxing here. Nothing Way. Why are you called Nothing Way? All going to die someday. So what if it happens a little sooner? Nice. Nice. Just there to be a downer. Recording. Oh my, isn't this exciting? Never seen one of your kind up close before. Would you mind if I took some measurements of your body? Just for reference, of course. At the nihilistic rabbit. Oh, there's different battle music here? Ooh, do I have battle music? Yeah, I've got normal battle music. I'll fight something if I see something to fight. Oh, yeah, there's fates over there. Lepus Lamentorum, Dynamite Disaster. It is astounding how the Loperites, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. Given their size, getting from one end of this place to the other must be exhausting. Honestly, don't know how they do it. The etheric composition intensity of this sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concepts we've seen before. It likely shares their capacity for storing memories and knowledge. Ooh. Is like the spaceship gonna transport people like in this? Visitors at last, welcome. Ooh. Interesting.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loperites. Created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world.
The voice is so good.
More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Atheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration.
Unfortunately.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
About that.
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further.
Whoa, hello.
Here we have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now.
I mean, the moon's pretty big in
Without
comparison.
Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then Once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn.
Now, the thing is, though, so 2 downsides for us leaving, well, 3 downsides. Number 1 will be no more role-playing in Limsa. That would be very sad, very sad. Probably the main downside, let's be honest. Downside number 2 is, can we fit everyone on the spaceship? Probably not. So probably not everyone could come. And downside number 3 is that I don't think we could save people from other worlds. So like the first, for example. Sorry, not the... yeah, the first. Yeah, but like the first and the other places, the other shards, they would just be destroyed. Right, so like everyone on the first would just die because they're living on an equivalent of a Theros, and they obviously don't have their own spaceships to... Yeah, we'll have to leave behind the Limsa. Yeah, leave the Limsa role players. Just leave the role players in Limsa. They can live out their Limsa role-playing dreams until the very, very end.
Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
Venar.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation.
This one's voice is so good.
Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
The Forum. It's gotta be.
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women.
Because we're short compared to
I very much doubt
ancient
my
ones.
elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Hydaelyn herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
that tome in thy possession?
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Was it a children's book?
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Oh man, these quests are great. Yeah, I mean, this rabbit knows what's up. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but they're pretty competent, all right. Yeah, you know what? Let's open up this chat. Let's see what this gear would look like. Sygas skin. It's actually an upgrade, huh? Oh, okay. It's like, that dungeon gear. There's a dungeon that has gear like this. Interesting. The Lost City place, right? Oh dear, I certainly hope Building Way can complete the renovations before more guests arrive. Perhaps he should leave them as they are? That way you'd have more space to lounge about. Scala, yeah. Grand City of Scala, that's the one. A taste of the moon. Right then, now that you're here, we need to teach you all we can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative we be prepared to receive our passengers-to-be. If there's anything at all that may displease them, must be addressed post-haste, and address it we shall. Here at Bestways Borough, we've assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We produce myriad amenities that we understand to be essential for day-to-day living. I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite. Why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium. We'll see about filling your bellies. Okay. If we go into the Caratorium, and it's got Archon Loaf, we know what's up. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Atheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let's take this opportunity to learn more of the Loperites and this vessel. Yeah, these Loperites are hilarious. Wish Catkex was in front of... What are you guys saying? Minfo, Sanfo, oh gosh. Now the whole world knows, Sanya. It's true. The music here is very pretty. Let me see. I think that's a door over there. Let's get across. So we come here. I think this might be a door on the upper level. Sigh. Yeah, no webcam today because again I'm not feeling the best. Oh, this is the town track for Final Fantasy IV. I see. Oh wait, there's no door here. Maybe it is below me. Yeah, actually, it does look like the door is below us. me down. Take me down. I want to go down. Oh dear, it appears that our guests have jumped off the roof and killed themselves. Probably quite hard to read this chat on stream because it's so small. Yo, whoa, what the fucking dicks is this? That is like the most rainbow of rainbow. Oh my god, look at this place. It's beautiful. Big. Oh, it's very big. I'm delighted to see you, but I'm very, very busy. Perhaps we could chat another time? Remind me of any... Oh, that's an interesting question. Does it remind me of any raids? Yeah, it is like Omega, isn't it? It is like Omega. I was wondering, because I remember coming into Endwalker. Oh, these are enemies. Yo, why are you guys enemies? Yeah, wasn't it being set? Oh, the music is cool. The crystals are like the one in the empty. Yes, that is also true. I mean, very much so with the rainbow color crystals. It's super like the crystal we powered up in the empty. 100%. It's classic Final Fantasy IV battle music. That's super cool. That's super cool. So that's why, this is probably why, wasn't it Ishikawa was saying that everyone should check out the Omega raids before Endwalker. This is probably why. This is probably why, this zone. Interesting. Yeah, we'll grab any ether currents we see on the way. We'll do proper ether current sweeps through these zones later, I think. Whee! Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the vicinity? Approach them with caution, or better yet, not at all. They make no distinction between friend or foe. Given their earlier confusion regarding our size, I cannot help but wonder if they even know the first thing about us. This is very worrying. You're a lot smaller than we expected. I trust you still have large appetites, yes? Oh dear. Welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many, many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we've created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We've fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platform here. You'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Oh no, what is this gonna be? Oh no. Oh, I should get the, because the zone is so big, I should get the ether currents while I'm nearby. Okay, there's one to the west. Nope, I'm bad at platforming. Look at me go. Platforming master. Super Mario, watch out. Cat Kex is coming for you. Oh my god, it's giant different colored carrots. This doesn't require debate. You have to do work, so quit dragging your feet, get to it. You open the storage unit, find a rainbow colored assortment of carrots. Unassuming orange carrot, peculiar blue carrot, vibrant yellow, ominous crimson. Moment to reconsider. Let's have the orange carrot. From frond to tip, no scratches or blemishes mar this immaculate specimen. Nevertheless, if not for its excessive length and girth, I'm familiar with that, chat. I'm so familiar. One might think it was an ordinary carrot. Are you certain you wish to eat this carrot? Yes. On second thought, you will elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. Okay, fair enough. Made the blue one. Bold choice. So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Obscenely large carrot. Even Vieira are like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That or be offended by all those who assume that they would. Okay. Ah yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. There's a satisfying crunch as you sink your teeth into the orange skin, and a warm tingling sensation runs down your spine. With the second bite, a wave of euphoria washes over you, and you drown in bliss. Alas, as you finish, the elation fades, leaving you with a desperate craving for another carrot. Carrot of happiness. Whoa. Hey, Smart Jock. What do you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? Yo, that went really well. The carrot of happiness is full to bursting with nutrients, is guaranteed to leave you feeling satiated. It's a staple among us loporets. We've plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow. Dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. But what if I don't like carrots? You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Worry not, we have pureed versions on hand if you haven't the time to chew. I actually do like carrots, but... I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else. If I may ask. Wait, every single stream you've seen, people choose the what if I don't like carrots option? Really? What do these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Theris? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it weren't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss as to where to begin. Yeah, I like spinach as well. Yeah. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it'd be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. Okay, they made the perfect carrot. That's all well and good. Man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. I actually like a roasted carrot. Our primary concern was efficiency. What's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? Rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Ooh, carrot cake. Carrot cake is good. Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue. You know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. These rabbits are smart. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really. It does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thou deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Yeah, we should tell the Loporets about, you know, we should definitely tell the Loporets about, like, the potato blight in Ireland and the Great Famine. I should tell them some of my history. That might be helpful. By relying on a single crop for most of your sustenance. Certain downsides. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, when I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there's naught but carrots on the menu. Oh, of course it's only carrots. Of course it is. I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production's sure to impress. This way. So you guys obviously had different carrots. There's like the bleeding carrot. There's the dream carrot. Were there other types of carrots that you guys ended up having? Okay, there's one northwest, which is sort of off the beaten track here. Let's go have a look, though. There might be an upper level. I'm not sure. Still northwest. Yeah, there is an upper level. How do we get up there? Oh, you got an iron skin carrot? Can I just run up these slopes? Oh yeah, I can. Never mind. So like the iron carrot, you couldn't eat it, was it? It was like rock hard? Where's this current? Wait, now it's east. Oh, there it is. It's on this thing. Aha. Oh, it was surprisingly tender with a nice finish. It gave you defense. Oh, defense bonus. As a red mage, you had to get the red carrot. Oh, that does make sense. Yeah, of course the red mages would choose the red carrot. Of course. I chose this the normal carrot because I thought that it would be the one that was most likely to go horribly wrong. But hey, it was actually just good. Yeah, I figured it was most likely to be horribly wrong. Didn't work out that way, unfortunately. Chocobo's thick. Yes, he is. Oh, all the carrot descriptions. Okay, hang on. Let's take a little look at this. Curious carrots. Blue carrot was, you're taken by surprise when blue juices burst forth from the carrot and dribble down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculties sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe. For a brief moment, the mysteries of existence are simple, transformative truths, but the revelation is fleeting. When you at last finish the carrot, a sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers on your tongue, and the number 42 in your mind. You also get the buff Philosopher's Carrot, which reads, your mind is suddenly much sharper than usual. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, the yellow carrot. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. Snap off a piece of the carrot, enjoying its crunchy texture. Righteous confidence surges within you. The certainty that you are the center of the universe. That all creation is a story, and you are the star, beloved and perfect and special, a god worthy of worship and prayer, or at the very least a second roll should the dice treat you poorly. But if you get his lucky carrot. So blue carrot was Philosopher's Carrot, yellow is lucky carrot, red is iron carrot, orange is the happy carrot. That's funny. That's cool. Any ether current nearby? Oh, it's way southeast. Okay, it's actually probably in this area, which we haven't been to yet, actually. Northern. Yeah, this whole area we haven't been to. It's hardly sun-silk tapestries, but perhaps we'll be pleasantly surprised. Do you suppose the clothes they prepared will be as grossly oversized as the carrots? Garments born of the heavens, crafted with methods of ancient and forgotten. Dress befitting we who walk in shade, stewards of the esoteric. Okay. Here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the selfsame affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I'll regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst, could provide us with the extra V we needed. My, how resourceful. The sweet sound of recognition. You'll also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it when we can simply try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers, they'll see to the rest. Oh my. Are there gonna be different clothes for like every job? Ha, it's you, one of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me, Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Oh right, you're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion for you today? An outfit that embodies my bloodlust. Something simple yet functional. A fashionable and refined ensemble. Let's go fashionable. Fashionable? Right. Ahem, this will only take a moment. Oh, that's fashionable! There we are, all finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. I'll be honest, I know nothing of fashion, let alone fashion on Aetheris, but I'd wager no one down there's ever worn anything like this fine ensemble. Perhaps we can start a new trend. It actually does look like something out of Fashion Report, to be fair. Fashionable and refined. Would you look at that? Speechless. There, I thought you may not like it. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. Oh my god. Can you change? Oh, can I change into different ones? Or am I stuck with this? I think we might be stuck in this. I wanted to see the other options. I think we're stuck like this though. Oh boy. No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course, it would be my honor. Do you have anything in mind? Surprise me. I think I can handle that. Let's see. Does the PC port of this have controller support? Yes, it does. This should do. Yep, you can play the entire game on controller if you want. I think you can use mouse and keyboard on a... Oh no. Some of my best work yet. It's a relatively new concept, incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before. Fragrance. Can you smell the carrots? Sniff, sniff. Ah, simply divine. I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Won't you go and show Livingway? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. You must continue wearing these garments. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Oh no, this is disaster. Yeah, so the whole Caratorium is... Alright. I really hope we get to see the other Scions dressed up in horrible clothes. Doesn't look like they're here, though. We'll see. My, don't we look splendid? Result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you don't needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon, and we loporets in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Oh shit, here we go. Uriange! Sorry to have kept you waiting. Nice. They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere he returned. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. He loves it. Oh my god. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Oh, I'm sad now. That was great. Metallic green. I was so confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that, in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquettes. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Aetheris, they'll most certainly have need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs. You must understand we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Oh, even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with all our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Oh. Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Yeah, that's the problem. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all? I suppose you're right. He's thinking of Reen. Livingway, might we have leave to explore Bestway's burrows unattended? You've given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There's actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Okay. Hello, fidgeting. Loperit? Who are you? My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Aetheris. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait, you still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Probably Greatest Endsvale is where we're going to be going. Are there any currents near here? One southeast. Okay. Not sure if that's in this area. Might be. Probably is. Ooh. You're here. You're really here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Catkex McMeow, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Catkex will be using this teleporter to enter the residential area whenever you're ready. Okay.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh. Totally different voice. Huh.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Oh.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Oh, hello.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously.
Ooh.
Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
Oh, poor rabbits. Oh, they're so sad.
If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We will do better. But time is not on our side. your days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work.
Hey, I appreciated your work.
Oh,
No.
quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
Oh, lying Urianger. He knows. He knows.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
He's up to his tricks again. Of course he is.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece, so all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again, I promise.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Monster, I'm actually going to finish up in like a second, though. Yeah, I've been thinking about where to finish up, but it's tough. It's very true. I want to keep exploring more and more. I really do. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. Oh, shame you couldn't see it though. You really would have liked it. Okay, we can travel with the teleporter. What's this gonna be? Okay, let's see where this quest is gonna be leading us. May not seem like it. We've been planning this for far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. The one thing we all agreed upon was that people of Atheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet. There are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Caratorium. Wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me. Okay, cool. I think that's actually a good place to pause for today. What is Greatest Endsvale? What even is it? Who even knows? It's a mystery, a true mystery. But yeah, it's been a ton of fun, and I'd love to keep playing more, but I don't want to like push myself too much and regret it. It's probably better to like rest more today, and then hopefully tomorrow be back to normal and be able to like stream like the whole day through properly. So that's what we will do. I'm gonna go head off. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Sort of depends how much I'll stream. I can't see the stream being... It'll probably be normal length tomorrow, I think. Probably. So yeah, I will see you then. Yeah, that's basically it. that's basically it. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back to normal and we can just do a full stream. I think worst case scenario is we'll do a stream around the same length as this, but I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. So I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. This was insane today. Oh my god, all the twists. The story is just firing on all cylinders, and it doesn't want to stop. Yeah, we'll continue exploring our moon spaceship, and then see what the heck we're gonna do after that. We'll see. I'll see you then. Have a great one. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.